All right, I believe we're set and ready to go here. So this is the next episode of RCW, or I guess the newest episode of RCW, however you want to put it. We got a lot of good things coming, or in this episode and the coming episodes, the episodes that are happening after this one. So not only are we, let's say 3 episodes away, or 2 episodes if you count just 8 and 9, away from the first ever pay-per-view titled Havoc. And so we had a lot of things happen last week on RCW. But things are going to go a little bit different going forward. So what we have here is we had Chris Frost versus Chris Jericho in an Extreme Rules match in which Chris Frost became the victor. But here's the kicker here. The Rock came back. Okay? So The Rock had made an unexpected return to help out Chris Frost. Then we had Bryan Outlaw versus Roman Reigns, in which Paige got heavily involved in that. And Bryan Outlaw became the victor. We also had the debut of Bryan Outlaw's sister, Sky Outlaw, with her and Paige in a tag team debut versus the Riot Squad, which was probably one of the greatest matches, in my opinion, on RCW as a whole, because of the fact that it was chaos. Everyone got involved, and it was pretty insane. And then we had Toni Storm versus Charlotte Flair, in which Toni Storm became the victor. Congratulations to her, by the way, on her Mae Young Classic victory at Evolution last night. We also had Braun Strowman versus Batista, in which Batista said, "Screw it, I'm not continuing with this match," and disqualified himself by hitting Braun Strowman with, I believe, a bat. So, and that's how really that went. So now we are here with these matches as a police siren goes off. Kind of funny because we have Bryan Outlaw in one of those matches. So we have a series of #1 contendership matches, as well as Money in the Bank qualifying matches for both the men's and women's. So, well, the reason why I say Money in the Bank, it's actually lottery case, but I'll often refer to it as Money in the Bank, even though it's not. It's called lottery case. That is our version of Money in the Bank. But we have lottery case match qualifying matches happening, which are, in case you don't know what my plan is my plan is to take some of these qualifying members, guys that have won matches, guys that I think would go well together in a match, and put them up against each other to determine who will be a contestant in the lottery case men's and women's ladder matches. There's only 6 entries. It's going to be a 6 woman and 6 man. So there's only 6 entries. So only 6 people can be in it, which is why opportunities are huge here. So here's the thing. I have #1 contendership matches as well. One for the women's title, the RCW women's title, and the Carnage title. I also have one for the tag team titles. I do believe I have one for the world title. Yeah, I do have one for the world title, I think. Yes, I do have one for the world title. So I have #1 contenders matches for all of the championships, And I also have women's and men's lottery case qualifying matches. So we're going to take care of these number one contenders matches in this episode alone. And then for episodes 8 and 9, for the next 2 episodes, we will have the rest of the qualifying matches for the men's and women's lottery case ladder matches. And then we'll be pretty much set up for the pay-per-view, which will be at a later date. So I want to just say that so that you guys know where the timeline is going. So we have Daniel Bryan, Brian Outlaw, Seth Rollins, and Matt Hardy in a fatal 4-way match to determine the number one contender for the Carnage title. So I've been thinking a lot about what John had said, one of my best friends who's a huge fan of wrestling. And he told me that a lot of times with WWE, he does not like the rematch clause, which, in case you don't know what a rematch clause is, if you're not familiar with wrestling, a rematch clause happens when there is a championship match in which one of the winners, whether it's the person that retains the title or loses the title or comes up short and doesn't gain the title, they have the opportunity to fulfill a rematch clause. And that's only compatible, I believe, in one-on-one matches. So instead of automatically giving Seth Rollins his rematch clause against AJ Styles, I thought it would be better off if he earned a spot. You know, because I feel like if he just gets the title, it might be still an entertaining match at the end of the day, but I feel like it's just lazy and it doesn't really emphasize any of the storytelling with the storylines, and I want to do something a little bit different. With that said, if any of these men and women lose in the contendership matches, they could still have a possibility to get a shot at the Money in the Bank matches. So, like, just because Seth Rollins, Matt Hardy, and Daniel Bryan, or even Brian Outlaw, if any of those 3 men come out the loser in this match and lose, they can still gain an opportunity to be in the Money in the Bank matches through qualifying matches, which then, depending on if they win, they can either choose to go after the Carnage title or the World title, whatever they choose. It doesn't necessarily have to be the World title. They can choose whether or not they want to go after the Carnage title or the World title. And I feel like it's better that way, because with the custom lottery cases, you can change any time. You can change them anytime. So I can say, I want Seth Rollins to go after this title. I want him to go after this title. So when you create your own Money in the Bank briefcases, you can decide what championship that goes after. And since there are 2 men's single titles, the man who wins that should get a choice in which title he wants to go after. And I think that's just better. It opens the door for more storylines and more entertaining things happening. So, anyways, here we go. I'll be taking control of Mr. Brian Outlaw here. And here we go with the start of our first match. Fatal 4-way. Winner gets a number 1 contendership for the RCW Carnage title against AJ Styles at the Havoc pay-per-view. Here we go. There he is. The man, Brian Outlaw here. So he's been eyeing that Carnage title, or even any title opportunity for that matter. Tag team, singles, world, whatever, you know, any title opportunity. He always has his eye on the prize. So he was talking to his sister Sky after her amazing debut match in a tag match with Paige. And so let me pull that up real quick so I can tell you exactly what went on between those two. So Sky Outlaw says, "It was an honor to be in the presence of Paige, a true champion. I can see why you chose her, bro," referring to Brian Outlaw. And then Paige says, "Girl, you killed it out there. The crowd loved every minute of it. Your brother was right about you. Resilient, makes me worry about my title reign." Possibly a joke, just a little joke out there. And then Brian Outlaw basically thanking Paige for the assist against Roman Reigns the other night, and he was talking about how he's got a big match next week, which is this episode. So I'm really excited because we have one of his buddies, Seth Rollins, here. He is in his RCW attire here. Brand new attire. So these two are training partners. They're buds. You have to wonder what this is going to do to their friendship. As this man, right here, the yes man, Daniel Bryan. But you have to wonder, what is this going to do to their friendship? Friendships aside, because when a title opportunity is on the line, friendships are out the window. And this is a man that not Matt Hardy, I'm sorry. This is a man that Brian Outlaw knows all too well, Matt Hardy. Fatal 4-way rules, no countouts, no disqualifications, anything goes in this. And based on their match, the last man standing match that they went through where Brian Outlaw came out the victor, you have to wonder, maybe some revenge is in store? Maybe Matt Hardy wants to get some of that revenge and finally get a title opportunity. Not if Brian Outlaw has anything to say about it. The last thing he wants is for Matt Hardy to take away a title opportunity. And here we go, Brian Outlaw, Seth Rollins, Daniel Bryan, and the Woken One, Matt Hardy. #1 contenders match for the Carnage Championship. Here we go. As you can hear the RCW Universe chanting "Delete" in honor of Matt Hardy. The Outlaw working on Daniel Bryan here. Daniel Bryan rolls out, tries to get his crap together. Now Seth targeting Daniel. But Seth decides to go back to Matt Hardy. Brian Outlaw just taking it to Daniel Bryan right now. Is Daniel Bryan able to reverse, though? Keep an eye on Seth Rollins and Matt Hardy, though. A lot can happen in these fatal 4-way matches. As Bryan reverses. Daniel reverses. Pushes Brian Outlaw away. Goes for the clothesline. Bryan very smart, though. What's he looking for here? Oh no. Matt Hardy going after Brian Outlaw. These two, we've seen these guys in a match before. I knew that Matt was definitely not going to move it around. It looks like Brian's just out here taking a breather. Watching these three men fight. Matt Hardy finally comes out of the ring onto the outside. Possibly Seth Rollins going after Brian Outlaw here. Oh no! A correction on the outside to Daniel Bryan. Remember, anything can go here. Fatal 4-way rules. No countouts, no disqualifications. See, now these men aren't targeting Brian Outlaw, so Brian's just going to kind of sit and observe. As Matt Hardy comes after him, but Brian's completely alert, completely ready. Decides to drop a bat in the ring. Brian hasn't done much this match. Uh-oh. Two best friends! But that's out the window. And Brian goes after his buddy, Seth Rollins. This can't be nothing personal. This is just business. These two know each other so well in their training matches and training together in the RCW Performance Center. Everything that's happened between these two. But apparently Seth's kind of just chilling there. Now he goes after Brian Outlaw with a big boot. Matt Hardy tried to steal one there. Oh no! The comeback by Seth Rollins. Daniel Bryan looked to go for a drop kick there. Breaks up the super kick that Seth Rollins was going for. Bryan going for his knee attack here. In the knee! Seth Rollins able to This is Bryan's favorite weapon, a steel chair here. He's just kind of spectating. Spectating here. What a move by Daniel Bryan. Appeared to be a clothesline there. Daniel Bryan going after Matt Hardy now with the signature yes kicks. Uh-oh. Seth wants a piece of Bryan. Takes the steel chair and hits Seth Rollins with the steel chair. Friendships aside. Unleashing absolute carnage. And Daniel Bryan now going after Seth Rollins. And a drop kick to Seth Rollins. Apparently I was not targeting Daniel when I even tried to. Reversal there by Bryan. And a knee straight to the face. 2 Bryans, 1 ring. And a shot with the steel chair to Daniel Bryan. Seth Rollins. And another shot to Daniel Bryan with the steel chair. Seth Rollins, though. Ooh. He hasn't taken much punishment this match. Seth Rollins been doing pretty well. Looking for the super kick here. But Bryan stepping right in. And a spear to Seth Rollins. Spear to his training buddy. Spear. Right on the chair, too. That's got to be brutal. Daniel Bryan. And Bryan wisely rolling out of the ring. Take a little bit of a breather here. Gonna recover early a little bit. Do some redecorating now. As Daniel Bryan's coming for a fight here. Oh God. Yes, lock! Yes, lock! Daniel Bryan wins? What? He gets a #1 contender opportunity. Or #1 contender opportunity. Freaking an RCW Carnage Championship opportunity. Daniel Bryan. Wow. Bryan Outlaw thought this was his time. But the Yes Man able to come out the victor here. You have to wonder how that's going to sit with Bryan Outlaw. He was right there, too. Right there. I guess it didn't register. Probably should have taken out the ref. But we got to move on here. I'll be taking control over Lita here. This is a #1 contenders match for the Women's Championship, RCW Women's title, which Paige is holding currently. So we have Becky Lynch, the SmackDown Women's Champion. Alexa Bliss, the Goddess, and the Hugger, Bayley, and part of Team Extreme, the Attitude Era, Lita. Now these ladies, they have had quite their matches in all their single careers. And the Goddess will be coming out first. So you have to wonder, based on the results of this, the last match, Daniel Bryan getting a Carnage Championship opportunity at the pay-per-view. You have to wonder how that is sitting with Bryan Outlaw. Alright, I've had enough of the Goddess. for. And here she is. The Irish lass kicker. Becky Lynch. I feel like they need to change her entrance. Even though people are cheering for her, despite she's a heel, like, the reason why they're cheering for her is because Charlotte's booking is, like, so bad. That's why they're cheering for her. But I feel like, in terms of an entrance, she needs more of an edgy entrance for her attitude. So I just think her entrance doesn't fit the heel persona she's trying to possess. Like, she's pretty good at acting all mean, and she's pretty bad lass at being heel, so I really like it. I'm just saying she could use an entrance change just for the sake of her character. And here she comes, the hugger, Bayley. She loves Macho Man. That is one of her favorite WWE legends. And the inflatable Bayley buddies, as soon as they show up on screen. Last but not least, we have Lita. Her and the Hardy Boys were quite the team in Team Extreme. Maybe that rhymed. I didn't even... And Becky Lynch going after Lita. Start off this match here. You have to think Lita's the favorite, though, because she's a veteran. She's been in a lot of brutal matches throughout her career in the Attitude Era, but especially with Trish Stratus for the Women's Championship. That rivalry was pretty cool. Reversal there by Lita. But who knows? Anything can happen. These matches aren't set in stone, so you know, we could have something happen within the next 2 episodes or so. As Lita turns her attention still to Becky Lynch. Ooh, right on the outside. Again, this is a fatal 4-way match. #1 contender. This match for the RCW Women's Championship. Reversal by Becky. Reversal by Lita. But Becky able to get on top of it, though. I'm going to slam. Just planting Lita onto the outside. Reversal, though. Looking for a powerbomb on the outside. And lands a powerbomb on the outside to Becky Lynch. Ooh, what's she going for here? Using a baseball bat. And using the bat to just punish the former SmackDown Women's Champion. She had to give up that title when she signed over here at RCW. But currently, in all current news, Becky's pretty dope as champion. I like this new attitude and everything. What's her signature? I gotta make sure. Oh. Lita Salt. Oh, Twist of Fate. Yeah, that's right. Oh, looking for the Twist of Fate. But Becky able to reverse, though. Becky throwing Lita back into the ring. What a great strategy here while these other 2 ladies, Bayley and Alexa, on the outside. Becky looking for possibly the disarmer. Able to get out of it though. Tosses Becky in the corner. Reversal by Becky. And a backbreaker to Lita. Alexa tried to go for the pin, but Bayley throwing Alexa Bliss outside the ring here. Both Becky and Bayley going after Lita. Lita's looking to walk out of here. Going after Becky. And just plants Becky on the outside of the ring. Oh no. Right on the arm of Lita. Simple slam there. Alexa going for the kick there, but Alexa reverses. Now Bayley draws her attention to Lita. Lita able to reverse though. And a suplex there. And Lita just cleaning house here. Gotta toss out one of these ladies. Oh, tried to toss out possibly Alexa Bliss there. On the outside. Back in the ring now. Becky, top rope, and connects. You have to wonder what's going through the mind of Lita, though. Doing Twisted Bliss on Bayley. Being very smart, though. Getting Lita out of the ring. Working on Alexa Bliss here. And Alexa Bliss able to counter here. Gets Alexa Bliss down. DDT on the outside. Possibly finishing Alexa Bliss in this match. Well, that takes care of Alexa for a bit. Getting her comeback. Lita on her comeback here. Landing a twist of fate on Bayley. Twist of fate on Bayley. And a DDT on Bayley. Both ladies in the ring, though. Bailey able to kick out at 2. Disarmer! Disarmer! Lita right there, though. Lita looking to steal this one. And Lita able to steal one. And Lita will face Paige for the RCW Women's title at Havoc. Lita in the right place at the right time, able to stop the disarmer, but the damage was already done to Little Miss Bliss, possibly from the DDT on the outside, and Lita able to win. And we have a #1 contenders match, TLC tag. Tables, ladders, and chairs. TLC tag for a shot at the RCW tag titles at the Havoc pay-per-view. All titles will be defended every single pay-per-view. No title will be left out. Just so that champions don't get too cocky. So we have Sanity here making their debut here on RCW, as well as the Bludgeon Brothers making their debut on RCW, facing off against Mata 619, the tag team of Rey Mysterio, the 619 Master, and Grand Metalik. And here they come. Two very similar wrestlers, Lucha Libre style. Here they come, Sanity. Or at least two-thirds of them. Whoever can grab that briefcase will be the #1 contender for the title. Or titles, I should say. And we got another guy from Sanity coming. I can't remember the other dude's name. Alexander Wolf and Eric Young, I think. And here come the Bludgeon Brothers. And of course, they probably have the SmackDown Tag Team titles around them, don't they? I'll have to take those off. And here we go. All men are in the ring at one time. No disqualifications. Anything goes here. It doesn't matter who grabs that briefcase, as long as one of the members of the team grabs a briefcase, they will be #1 contender. Rey Mysterio possibly looking to use the ladder here. Setting up the ladder. Working here on Alexander Wolf of Sanity. And a clothesline to Rey Mysterio here on the outside. Rey able to reverse though very quickly. Alexander able to reverse. Rey able to reverse. Constant back and forth action here. His partner Graham Metalik is doing pretty well too. How did I not stop that from happening? And it's zigzag. And a drop kick right to Alexander Wolf. Sanity. Graham Metalik doing pretty well for himself though. Tries for another drop kick possibly. Reverse though. Rey able to get right on back on top though. And Rey hitting Alexander Wolf with the table. Right back in the ring here. Alexander Wolf. Rey able to get right on top of it though. Reverses the 619. Tossing Rey Mysterio right onto the outside though. Graham Metalik a little bit, glowing a little bit. Uh-oh. Harper coming after Rey now. Uh-oh. Oh no, this can't be good here. This cannot be good here. Sorry, I was just checking out my phone real quick. I get notifications every single time one of my favorite YouTubers uploads a video, so I always think it's like a text message when it's really not. Harper able to reverse. Graham Metalik though. Pay attention to what's going on in the ring. Graham Metalik is really killing it right now. Setting up the ladder here. I wouldn't go up. I wouldn't go just yet. Going after Harper. Knocking down Harper. And Graham Metalik headed for the briefcase here. Getting it perfectly okay here. And knocking down the ladder. Rey Mysterio getting back to his feet though. Getting back in the ring. How do I climb up the ladder? Putting Alexander Wolf down. Okay, dude, you gotta do something. You gotta take somebody out. Alexander Wolf planting Harper. That should take care of him for the moment. Get the big man out first. Eric Young. Oh, man. Grand Metalik going for the Metalik driver. Possibly ending Eric Young. And Rowan stops it. So Alexander Wolf is eyeing Rey Mysterio here. Getting Rowan. Looking for the 619 here on Rowan. Knocking down the ladder. 619. And also a frog splash, but he gets the knees up. He gets the knees up. And Eric Young goes in with the ladder. Just absolutely hitting everyone with the ladder. Looking to help out his friend Grand Metalik here. And another drop kick. Just trying to get at least somewhat of an order in these matches. All right, Ray. Rowan's back in. Rowan looking for his finisher here. I believe that's a choke slam. Oh, Rowan just tossing Ray out of the ring. Pushing down the ladder though, Eric Young. You have to make sure. You have to keep tracking here. This is 2v2v2, so you have to keep track of all the other teams here. Eric Young wasn't paying attention to Rey Mysterio's attacking Eric Young. Reversal there by Eric though. Looking to set up for the table. But Ray stops him. Plants him on the ground. Rowan tried to target Rowan here, and on the steps. Ray just taking a quick breather. Able to get back to his feet though. And kicking Harper down. Getting Alexander Wolf away from the ladder here. Looking for the 619 on Harper. Hits the 619 on Harper. Hits the 619 on Harper. frog splash on Harper. Rey Mysterio really going all out right now. Grand Metalik getting back in the ring here. Getting Alexander Wolf here with the 619. Hitting Alexander Wolf with a 619, busting him wide open. Trying to dive off the top rope, but Alexander Wolf able to reverse. Are any of these men going to be able to finally get... Alexander Wolf brings a chair into the mix. Brings a ladder straight to Rowan. And hits him again with the ladder. Hits Harper with the ladder. Doing everything in his power so that his tag team can come out the victors. And a steel chair to Eric Young. Right onto the ladder, throwing him right onto the ladder. Now Ray's just sitting there resting. Completely out of it. It's absolute havoc in the ring right now. No pun intended. And Rowan hits Ray with the chair. His buddy Grand Metalik helping him out though. But Harper's getting back up. Grand Metalik, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? You could have... Looking to hit Harper with a steel chair. Hits Harper with a steel chair. Harper gets hit with a steel chair. Can't really move because the ladder's kind of in the way. Oh God, rape. No! I just got... What the hell was that? Broke the ladder in half, but I don't even know what the heck happened. There was like some like weird glitch there. No, Ray, no! No, Ray, no! Ray? Ray? Going up the ladder, trying to save... Insanity will get a title opportunity. You have to wonder, though, why did Gran not go for the tag team titles? He was focused on Rowan, who was down in the ring. And it's got to cause quite an animosity there. Might stir up something, but Sanity in their debut gets the title opportunity. That was a pretty insane tag match, if I do say so myself. And now we have a lot of debuts here. We have The Rock, Goldberg, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Shawn Michaels in a fatal four-way match to determine the #1 contender for Braun Strowman's world title, RCW world title. Now, The Rock came back unexpectedly. He returned to help out his quote-unquote buddy, Chris Frost, and now he has an opportunity to become the People's Champ of RCW. There's Goldberg. I'm not going to watch his entrance because I've seen his entrance before. And there he is. The Rock. The People's Elbow, Rock Bottom. And there we go, we got 316 Steve Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Last but not least, a member of DX, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. And we are underway. And The Rock going right after Shawn Michaels. Look at this mountain of a man. And The Rock. Clothesline to Shawn Michaels. And another clothesline to Shawn Michaels. The Rock grabbing a bat. Shawn able to reverse though. And hitting Rock with the bat. Propping the Rock up. Rock able to reverse though. And a suplex on the outside. Doing some redecorating here. Gotta be careful of Sweet Chin music. And that elbow drop. As Goldberg looking for a pin on Stone Cold, only able to get a 1 count. And The Rock tries to hit Goldberg with a bat, but Goldberg takes it away. Crossbody there by The Rock. Goldberg reverses. And The Rock just decimating Goldberg with a bat. Now going after Steve Austin with the bat. You hear HBK chants. Is Goldberg able to reverse? And a rock bottom to Shawn Michaels on the outside. Sorry, I've just been focusing here. You have to wonder how cool it would be to get a title opportunity for any of these legends. Rock going after Steve Austin now. Lopez pressed by Stone Cold. Stone Cold is literally cleaning house right now. Oh no. A jackhammer to Stone Cold. But The Rock able to stop Stone Cold. Looking to steal one. Fortunately unable to. Rock reverses. And a backbreaker to Goldberg. Going after Steve Austin now. Stunner! Stunner from Steve Austin on The Rock. Goldberg looking to steal one though. Oh, I wanted to try a comeback move. Oh no. Plants The Rock. Steve Austin back in here. Rock on a comeback. It's kind of really messed up though. You can't really see it too well. All the chaos going on. Stunner! Stunner! Spinebuster on Stone Cold. Goldberg able to get back in here. And The Rock just sort of cleaning house right now. Absolutely cleaning house. Looking for rock bottom. Lands a rock bottom on Goldberg. And Goldberg kicks out. Goldberg kicks out. Oh no! Goldberg going for another jackhammer! And lands another jackhammer on Shawn Michaels. But Steve Austin able to easily throw him out of the ring. He looked to steal one. Steve Austin. Uh-oh. And a spine buster on Steve Austin. Looking for a rock bottom here. And a rock bottom on Steve Austin. Low blow on Goldberg. Low blow. Goldberg's busted open. The Rock reverses. All men are down. Just pin one of them. And The Rock finds a way to win. All men were down at one point. And The Rock will face Braun Strowman. A rock bottom to Goldberg, a rock bottom to Shawn Michaels, a rock bottom to Steve Austin. Everybody received a rock bottom. And the People's Champ comes out with a victory. But that is not all. We have more. And this is our main event of the evening. We have a qualifying match for the men's lottery case ladder match. Whoever wins this match will obviously be entered in that said match, where the winner of that briefcase can either choose what title he desires to go after. Whether it be the Carnage title or the Carnage title or the World title. Sorry, I had to think of my words here. I'm just like so pumped because this is probably like the craziest episode of RCW we've had in a while. And we have Edge looking to make redemption after losing to both Chris Jericho and Randy Orton. And there's Jeff Hardy. And here we go. We are underway. Edge able to finally get some offense in. DDT to Jeff Hardy. Quick roll up though, rope break. Remember, this is a normal match. So, disqualification is on. We wouldn't want it to end in that way though. Jeff able to reverse. Edge able to reverse. Now Edge. Edge with the suplex. Edge is absolutely going ham on Jeff Hardy right now. Jeff able to get it back in his favor here, looking for a pin. Only gets a 1 count though. The Rated R Superstar is not going down that easy, especially in a match of this magnitude here. Irish whip to the corner. Edge able to reverse, get out of it though. Backbreaker. You see some of the changes to his attire. He wanted to really get into the RCW spirit, so he changed his regular Rated R attire, ended up going for sort of different, more RCW themed look. And a DDT to Jeff Hardy, right in the middle of the ring. Perfect position. And only gets a 2 count. There's possibly a half second away from being entered in the men's lottery case match. Jeff Hardy with the comeback though. Twist of fate. Oh no, looking for the Swanton Bomb. Reverses the Swanton Bomb. Edge reverses the Swanton. Looking for the big boot. Able to reverse though. And another DDT from Edge. You think you know him? Think again. Spear! Spear! And Edge is the first entrant in the men's lottery case match. Matt Hardy thought he had Edge, but this reversal of the Swanton Bomb, perfect timing, and a DDT and a spear is all it took for the Rated R Superstar to punch a ticket to Havoc in the men's lottery case ladder match. And that is the end of our show. Hopefully you enjoyed some shocking definitely shocking wins, debuts, whatever happened. So we have Sanity grabbing the briefcase, which they're going to take on Black Hole at the pay-per-view. We have Edge being the first entrant in the men's lottery case match for the pay-per-view. We have Daniel Bryan taking on AJ Styles, how ironic, for the Carnage Championship. And then we have Lita that is going to take on Paige for the RCW Women's Championship. And then we have The Rock making his official pay-per-view return in Havoc against Braun Strowman for the RCW World Title. Almost said WWE World Title. Look at me. But as far as to what type of matches those will be, I have yet to determine it. I'll have to talk with Daniel Bryan and see what he wants. Because it's called the Carnage Championship for a reason. Odds are we will have the next episode tomorrow. I really want to get that going, and I really want to get those episodes out. Not really rush them, so to speak, but I'd love to get those out quickly so that you guys don't have to wait so long. And then I'll do those 2 episodes, 8 and 9, and then the 10th episode will be the Havoc pay-per-view. So the reason being, I want to get those episodes out so quickly to you guys is not only do I don't want you guys waiting so long, but my college semester is coming towards the end of it, and I have like these 2 papers that I have to do. One that's due at the end of the semester in December, and then one that's due for English within the next week or 2. And both of them are pretty hefty papers. Well, not the English one. The English one is only worth like 10 points. But still, I'd like to dedicate a lot of my time to that as well. So that's why I want to get these couple episodes out. And don't worry. Don't feel like I'm rushing them, because I'm not. That's not my intent. I don't want to rush them. I want them to be as awesome as they can be, including the pay-per-view. So don't think that I'm rushing them, because that is not my intent. That is not what I want to do. So let me just go over again the timeline as far as the rest of the season, because we're almost halfway through it. Because we have our first pay-per-view coming up, which is Havoc. And then our last pay-per-view, which is the Season 2 finale, is Crusade. So, let me tell you what's going to happen. So, obviously, like I said, with the 2 episodes that remain before the pay-per-view, we will still have those qualifying matches for the men and women. So, we just did one just now, where Edge just won, so we have 5 more of those matches to go. And then for the women, we'll have 6 of them. And what I'm hoping that we can do is, with the way the match card is, because actually, real quick, I'll show you guys how this works. Real quick before I end stream, I'll show you guys really how this all comes into play here. So you see these papers? Hang on, oh, it's facing back. Yeah. You see all this writing here on these papers? I know it can be difficult to see because You see all that writing? That's all of the results of the matches. Here's another paper with some of the results of the matches on it. I know it's going to be difficult to see, but you can see right at the top here, there's words on it. And all of those words are the results of the matches. So what I do after the show, after it's over, I always take my trusty pen, take one of my pens, and or pencils, whatever I happen to have on me at the moment, and I write the winners down. So as you can see here, it shows the match card, right? It shows the match card of what we just played through. So right now, what I'm going to do real quickly, hopefully, is write down the match type and the winners of those matches. So we had a fatal four-way. That was DB, Daniel Bryan, versus Matt Hardy. And then we had Bryan Outlaw in that match as well. And then we had also Seth Rollins here. And then I just put a little W right next to their name indicating whoever won that match. So in this case, a big fat dub is going right. And then, so that's #1 contender for the Carnage Championship. #1, C, Carnage. So I do all these abbreviations, and this is what I do. So then, you know, we had another fatal four-way, and so on and so forth. So this is what I do, basically, for every single show. I have to do this because, you know, if I don't remind myself who wins in those matches, and you guys notice that, and you guys are like, what the hell? Why isn't he talking about what happened last episode or last week? You know, and it's, you know, why is he not talking about what happened last week? So I don't want that to happen. I don't want you guys to ever think that I just totally disregard what happens, because, you know, on Raw they always mention it. On Raw they always mention it. So then we had a 6-man tag. It won't matter what. So then we had Mata 619. The Bros. I'll just call them the Bros because they're Bludgeon Bros. And then we had Sanity, right? So then we had Sanity. So then Sanity won, which shocked me, honestly. And then we had Fatal 4-Way. Another Fatal 4-Way. Rock. I'll just put 316 for Stone Cold because I know what that is. And then HBK. And then Goldberg here. And then, who won that? The Rock, right? Yep. And you see, it tells you who won. It tells you who won. So it's really useful. And then we have our main event, Edge. So Edge versus Jeff Hardy. So this is Edge winning that, and he's the first entrant in lottery match. So I sort of use these think of these as like a reference point just to jog my memory. Because I have a really good memory. Like, I can remember some of the most historic matches. Like when Paige won the Divas Championship. I know that wasn't too long ago, but that was a very historic moment in history when she became the youngest Divas Champion of all time. And so I remember those matches. I remember those. And so this is basically how it works. And then if the matches have special implications like these ones did, then I'll label that. So I'll say, like, for instance, we had a 6-man #1 contendership for the tag titles. So I'll put tag title #1 next to it. Or whatever, just to remind myself of the significance of that match. And so we had, let's see, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then I count, right? I go to continue, and it just loads into the next thing. So I thought I'd show you that real quick. And then I just go to... And then obviously you can see here the champions. What's really cool, what I really like here, is you can edit the championships. So if I wanted to change this, for example, I could. So whoever holds that, you can actually assign a holder to it. And obviously RCW World Title, Tag Team, Paige Champion, Carnage Championship. You know, and that's what it is. There it is. Perfect. And you can also vacate titles as well. So that really helps. So now that I have everything else written down, we can go to the next show. And then it just... And you can put it in the calendar however you want to put it. And then it automatically creates these matches, which then I go in and edit. You can also go in and edit, you know, rivalries, edit championships. And I think what I'm going to do specifically for that purpose is to get rid, is to vacate all of these titles. You know, all of these titles that don't matter because they're not part of the universe. Because as you can see, when the Bludgeon Brothers came out, they still had their SmackDown titles on. They still had as the tag team champions, and we can't have that. So, you know, it's pretty cool to see how this show comes to life and how everything comes to life and how I make it for you guys. So I just thought, you know, for the sake of this season and for the sake of the show, just to show you guys that little snippet on, you know, what I do afterwards. And, of course, I make the matches afterwards for the next show, which I'm not going to show you that because that's a secret. You guys have to watch to find out. So, thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of RCW. I will get the next episode probably as early as tomorrow afternoon. So, expect that out ASAP, and I can't wait. As soon as tomorrow. I'd like to do it tomorrow because I'm not doing anything tomorrow, and the quicker we get out episodes 8 and 9, the happier I'll be, and then we can really plan the pay-per-view out. The pay-per-view, odds are, is going to be on a Friday. It is definitely going to be on a Friday. I always try to do that, and it's always going to be at a later time, like Eastern Standard Time-wise, because the later it is in Eastern Time, the earlier it is in Pacific Time or whatever. Basically, what I try to do for the pay-per-views is I try to make it so that everybody can watch it while it's live. Because I feel like there's not so much awesome feeling when you're watching it after it happens. You know, like, I mean, I watch Raw on Tuesdays after it happens. I mean, that's different because I don't have cable, so that's a little different. But you know what I'm saying? Like, when you miss these episodes and you're not watching it live, and that's why I highly recommend that you do watch them live, is because I'm as excited to do this as you are watching it. So I'm shocked. Like, even though I might have something in mind, like, of how I want a match to go, it might not go that way. And I might be shocked as well. So then I'll have to work around that and figure out what I want to do. Plus, it also creates storylines, ideas that I haven't scripted out yet, that I haven't thought about. And that's why I love this show. That's why I love doing it, because it's one of those things that just constantly generates ideas and will never get old to me. And I thank all of you who come and watch these shows, watch these episodes, watch the show, be a part of the show, or even watch them on demand on my YouTube after they're over. It's any way that you're a part of the show, it's very appreciative, and I love every single one of you. And we'll keep it going, guys. We'll keep it going. I don't think Brian Outlaw is going to be very happy about the outcome, but keep in mind there's still Money in the Bank qualifying matches left. So maybe we'll see him in one of those. Who knows? Until then, I'll catch you guys on the next episode of RCW. Have a good evening, guys, and I'll catch you next time.